the thinking mind is so destructive, and there's so many negative effects, and it kind of obscures the natural radiance and contentment it has.
There's nothing wrong with the thinking mind. I've never said the word. There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever, except, as I see it, it's being used in one way. All thought, to a degree, is a question of duality. It isn't a question of being. Being is being spiritual, but dealing with the duality is not. This is manifest. And that is the total opposite. The Buddha in his way, unborn, unmanifest, uncreated, from which comes that which is born, manifest, and created. So, this corresponds to very biblical Genesis. In the beginning was a great aspect of great void within a void, as you might say, emptiness. And everything arises from scientists will get the same thing. There's only no such thing as a true solid, but merely electrical impulses whizzing about in space to create the appearance of solid. It's a scientific thing. So it all's coming from a null thing, as we were explaining in the music. From an emptiness arises this. You can call it the music of the spheres if you like. Because as they begin to move about, they create some sort of sound. Hence the word in the Bible, hence come God. They're all out of that. So that when we come to the manifest area, we've lost something, because in the beginning there's a wholeness. You can't see it, because it doesn't exist as a thing. But it's just a wholeness. And that, truly speaking, is what love is, because love does not seek separation. Now, when you get to manifestation, you have duality and different forms of manifestation, which gives a greater form of duality. That's there, I see it there, and I'm here, therefore that exists, therefore I exist. So we establish on that basis of duality that I am a self, which is separate from everything else. Separate from everything else. I. And we act selfishly to maintain that. That all thought is bound up with me. I, above all things, must exist. Even if everything else is to die, I must still continue. That's taken to an extreme, but if you will appreciate that. So we begin to, whatever we do, I, all for me. No thought for you. How could that be? That wouldn't be selfish, would it? And if I keep giving, I'm no longer myself. Because in everything I give, I'm giving part of myself away. It's a joke, isn't it? In a simple way. Alright, so you give a gift to somebody. What is that gift really? Is that a gift of your sincerity to somebody else? A token, rather than the gift itself. An appreciation of giving a part of yourself away by giving this gift. And do you not feel better when you feel do a thing like this? Because I know giving and not taking. Simple little thing. Simple little thing. But then again we go back to thinking again. It doesn't take a great deal of thought to give. It gives a great deal of thought to take. Don't do that. And we think and get ourselves messed about with thinking of this, that, something else, mechanically. And we see this as the be all and end all. Yes, it is in the world, because it's creating further worlds and confirming the world itself as a separate thing, completely separate from all spirituality. That's why so many people become atheists who couldn't care less. No idea of God or anything else. I don't back up the idea of God either, I'll be quite frank, but I'm not an atheist. It's one of those things I say, I don't know. I see no evidence to say it's one thing or the other, but I can't rule it out. What I do know is, and what I've seen for myself, there are areas of existence beyond this physical one, in which beings are so close they're almost one with one another. They're not at all separate. And they share everything. And they live much more happily. To a degree, I live within those areas. That's why I'm different. Because I don't see myself wholly as separate, other than physical. Physically, yes, there is. The body here, the body there, they're not the same. But I don't live in body. I'm living in a very subtle form of feeling in which all things come as one. It seems to me that the head, the brain as such, has been diverted and become a monster in its own terms by carrying on and on and on. Everybody would say they're in control of their own mind. I dispute that. If they were, they'd be able to stop thinking at will. Who can stop thinking? You drive a car, you're in control because you can stop it and start it when you wish. Can you start and stop your thinking when you wish? No. Therefore you're not in control. But then there's something else to be seen. Even there. When we look at consciousness, sight, sound, taste, touch, smell, you've got organs of consciousness in different areas. They're different dimensions. Seeing's not hearing, and hearing's not feeling, and hearing's not smelling, and so on. And hearing doesn't see, and it doesn't smell. Smelling doesn't see or hear. So that none of them can enter into the area of the others. So there are separate areas in which each of these live. Interesting, isn't it? It's like these ones. Again, if I get an itch down there, a finger goes and scratches it. That's what the brain's all about. Take this skin around your body. Take a bit the size of a 10-penny piece. Get a very sharp end, just lightly touch it. How many little points of interest would that be able to feel within that little tiny area? Almost 1,000? Within that 10-pence piece? Put that over the whole body. So at any point of feeling, through the brain, and the brain decides what it is and decides what needs to be done, and some other part of the body will go and deal with it. That's what the brain's all about. It's only the big one. There's so many points of interest. Don't need to think very much, because it will respond automatically. As quickly as that. It's not made to think about other things. It's only there to see its own existence. It's not to do with mechanical things. It's not to do with computers or anything like that. It's to do with this well-being of this body and person. Don't need to think very much. It merely responds to the needs of the moment. Again, to look at this. In control. Okay, I'm in control. Why am I thinking thoughts I don't want to think? Does not everybody at times? But therein we have a clue. How do I know I don't really want to think that? Well, I must be judging it somewhere. But what am I judging it? What I like or dislike, or what I did I make like and dislike? Opinions. Again, we look at the nature of the thought. It's a bit chaotic, otherwise it wouldn't produce these things. we look at the producer, the one who's watching, and you find it so serene as to be unbelievable. So they're two different natures. How can they be the same thing? So we have a duality here. But which is preferable? The serenity of the one which is undisturbed, or the one which is in chaos? Here you have a choice. You can be one or the other. Choose to go down the thought road, you're going to that. Always troublesome. Go the serenity way, you release yourself from the trouble. Is that a possibility? I'm not suggesting it is, but merely something to ponder. But you have to do the pondering, not me.